Hello everyone and welcome back to Ballet Express. Today we are going to be talking all about willpower and just the drive to keep you going.
Now, if you don't know, this follows on from our previous 2 episodes. Do you have what it takes to become a professional ballet dancer? The first one was the mental fortitude, and the second one was endurance.
So don't forget to like and subscribe. Just have a look right down here. There's a big subscribe button and next to that is a little noti bell. Hit it. Intro time, let's go. So this video is all about willpower and drive. And what's very interesting about this is you need both of these things to become the best ballet dancer that you can be.
Just a bit of a disclaimer, if you hear a little bit of moaning in the background, that is Olive wanting attention. So don't mind that little noise. Sorry about that.
Come here, Olive.
Come on, Olive. Come on, the people want to say hello. Come on. Say hello.
Say hello, Olive. Look over there.
I'm moaning. I want the attention, not the camera. Thank you. Come sit. Back to the video.
Okay, so you need a couple of things to be a ballet dancer. And willpower and drive are just a very few of these key things that you need. The reason you need it is because A, ballet is very hard. Okay, it's very, very hard. Because it takes a lot of toll physically on your body. You also take a lot of strain mentally just to get through every day.
Yes, you might have a dancer who is extremely talented physically in all aspects, but they might not necessarily have the drive to push through the other aspects. Yes, being physically talented can definitely help you a lot, but if you are not mentally ready, or you go into the day just thinking you're gonna just go with the flow, you're not necessarily are gonna make it as a dancer, because especially the young coming through the school or growing up, you got to push yourself to get into that company. No one's gonna do it for you. You have to put in all that work, and you got to have that mental drive and the discipline to get up every day. I know for me, I didn't go to a professional ballet school, so for me it was different. I had to go to a normal school and do all my academics in the morning, and then I'd go home after school and I'd have to do all my homework, make sure it was finished, and then go to ballet class and work really hard and come home. And if I was still not finished my homework, I'd have to finish that. So you have to have that discipline to really want to dance, and also get other important things done in your life so that you can
be a fully rounded person
and achieve your dream.
Now, if you have any questions or are confused about why we're jumping so far, if this is the first time you've watched this video,
yes,
we're going to link a couple of videos up here relating to this topic, because this is as Jessica said, it's a 4-part extended video that we're making.
The link will also be in the description to the other videos. So
yes, so it is quite extreme to be a ballet dancer. It takes a lot of hard work, discipline, perseverance, mental fortitude, all of those things, but you need drive. As Jessica said, you need that personal drive, the will to succeed in yourself.
exactly.
If you cannot find this in yourself, then it's going to be a very difficult path, and it's going to be difficult until you find that passion and that willpower, that drive within yourself.
Exactly, you got to look within yourself. If you really want this, then you won't mind sacrificing things. Like I had to sacrifice going out with my friends because I had ballet in the evenings. Because I couldn't do it all day, I had to catch up a lot in the evenings and on the weekends. So I was willing to do that because I really, really wanted to become a professional dancer. Also, you got to have the drive to eat healthy, because sometimes you got to look a certain way. Like I know for competitions, I had to really tone up my muscles, and I had to sacrifice all the goodies I enjoyed eating just to look good for the competition.
And it's it can be really hard on yourself because you might lose out on friends, on some family, on stuff like that. Also, your body takes an extreme toll, so you're tired all the time. You then start questioning yourself sometimes. I know I did, because I really wanted to go out and enjoy times with my friends, and I just realized that ballet meant more to me than majority of everything else, and I really wanted to strive to make it my career path. And doing ballet is almost like studying to be a doctor.
Yeah, it
in a
takes
sense.
so many years of discipline and hard work, because we all have things that we need to work on. As you know, for me it was pirouettes, and you got to have that willpower to get up and practice it again and again until you get it right. Everyone's different. Some people are not flexible naturally and they have to stretch, and they might absolutely hate stretching.
But you have to do it.
You have to. It's something you just have to do, and that takes a lot of, I like to call it discipline, but it is the willpower. I think they're quite similar to each other.
Yes, they are super similar. But slightly different, because to have discipline doesn't necessarily mean that you have willpower.
True.
So discipline, I can organize my room, but will I do that every single day?
Yeah, that's true.
Not
You
necessarily.
actually see it a lot. I noticed a lot of girls that I grew up with that were dancing. There was a lot of competition amongst us when we were teenagers, and then when it came to becoming a professional, everyone started to drop out. And I think everyone has their own reasons. For some people it was just too hard. For other people, they decided that this is just not the life for them anymore. They just want to pursue other things, and that is absolutely okay. If you have been a ballet dancer your whole entire life, and you have had that willpower and you've had that discipline, and
Drive.
yeah, and someday you just come to that realization that
It's just not for you.
this is, yes, I want to move on to different things. That is absolutely okay, and you shouldn't be ashamed of that.
There's another thing that can happen sometimes, and that is burnout. You can burn out really easily, because you've probably been dancing from the age of 10 to the age of, say, 18 or 20 for some people, depending on whenever you then finish your dancing vocational training and go into a school. And during that time you have been pushed quite a lot. You've driven yourself, you've gone up and done competitions and stuff, and you might even be in a studio company or even an apprentice or an intern at a company itself.
Actually, in our previous company, there was a situation like this where there was a really young girl. I think she came into the company when she was 17 or 18, and she was pushed to do all the principal roles, every single principal role.
And she was beautiful.
She did everything, and then I think 19.
That was it?
Yeah, she just decided I can't do this anymore. And yeah, sometimes you wonder why you are getting all these roles. We all dream of getting these roles, but for some people they burn out because they've been pushed at such a young age to do these really mature roles. Because a lot of roles you have to have the life experience in order to portray it, and it can be very difficult, I think, if you are young and you don't have that life experience. Might have the technique and all the great teachers around you to help you execute the movements, but to actually tell the story to the audience might be quite taxing emotionally.
And also to be told to tell the story compared to feeling the story within yourself.
It's quite different.
And using that drive for you to go and do your research into the story, to understand what happened in the story, and also to tap into those life experiences, as Jessica said, to just really facilitate your character and to grow it into the shape it needs to be. Ballet is not just dancing and physicality. It's not just mental fortitude and discipline and willpower and drive. It's also about, as in another video right here, we're going to link to artistry or technique.
Yeah.
But it is also about that artistry, and without the story being in your soul, then you are not going to connect with the audience.
No, and the audience, like we mentioned in our artistry and technique video, the audience, they don't necessarily know the technique. Yes, they will applaud for the many pirouettes and the huge amazing jumps and all the tricks, but they want to walk away feeling something, feeling a connection with the story, or being moved. Like, for example, in Giselle, when she does the mad scene and she dies, or you want to feel that sadness, or Romeo and Juliet, that's the perfect one.
It's
I think,
perfect.
when they both die at the end. For me, the only person that has managed to move me in that role is Alessandra Perry. I would watch that death scene and I would actually cry because I felt her pain. But I think that's enough for this video, James.
Exactly.
What is our next one going to be?
Our next video is going to be all about self-education, or let's just say the environment that you put yourself in.
Thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Sorry, we've been a little bit MIA for a little while.
It's been getting a bit rough on the work side.
Yes, but we are still making videos for you guys. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye. Subscribe, please subscribe. We need 300 subscribers. Please subscribe.